Yep,
Oh, dang, I gotta do
I
the
think so. Well,
admit. I think we're up. Yep, we are up. Okay, so that part's right. Boom. I think we're good. As long as I don't touch that window, we should be great, I think. All right. And then we'll just get started when the timer runs out. I like that little timer thing. Okay, so welcome to tonight's call. Um, it's Build Along Thursdays, and we're going to talk about monetizing your noggin, which is basically being able to monetize on something that you know how to do. You don't particularly have to be an expert at it, but as long as you can articulate it, like convey it in words, you're good. And that's because entrepreneurship is big business. And one of the simplest and easiest ways to do that is through an ebook. And I mean, I've been making ebooks for a long time before we're going to go over the tool that we're going to use tonight. And I mean, they were ugly. I'm just being honest. The books was ugly. And then when I actually printed them, I had to like bind it with like those spiral binder things, and I was selling them for $15 a piece or $20 for the set, and it was a book and a workbook. And so just to know how that would do, looking how it looked, the digital world is way easier. It's way better, and everybody knows how to do something. And most times when we know how to do something, we actually have our own little spice, our own little touch to the way that we do it, which makes it unique, which makes, even though you're explaining the same concept, somebody might grasp it differently because of that little extra sauce. So, do that make sense so far?
Yep.
Okay. So, then this is the business DIY club. So it's do it yourself, success. And it's way I love the way it feels to make something myself. Like to know that it was my hands or my thoughts or my ideas, and then I see it in the actual product. And it actually can get costly to pay somebody else to do it. Like the CEO of this actual company actually pays somebody else to make ebooks for him, and they could chart cost around like $400 and up. Like we can Google it, and when we Google it, it's like $400 to $1,500, and I think the higher end is like 3 grand. So if you don't know how to do it yourself, anytime you want to be able to share the knowledge that you have, those are the kind of figures that you're looking at, bare minimum, just to be able to get, your words out there. And it doesn't just have to be like a teaching somebody how to do something kind of ebook, poetry, short stories. There's all kind of, even just books about life. You can do so many different kind of ebooks, and people love reading, and we're all at home right now. So many more people that weren't necessarily reading before are reading now. Even, yeah, especially a cookbook. Like, like me, I make all kind of different recipes that definitely have my own pizzazz on them. And then we have the family barbecues and get-togethers and stuff like that. My phone gets to ringing like, "Are you gonna bring it? Are you gonna make your dish?" But can you imagine if my family likes that dish, to just be able to put that recipe or a few different recipes that I cook together and then be able to monetize on that? Like that's the power of it. And with the internet, you can spread your message and your knowledge to people all across the world. Like there's no limitations to the people you could reach. It's not like you're limited to your local library or your local bookstore. This is being able to spread your book all across the world, because the internet is literally world wide web. So the tool that we're gonna be using is gonna be the map of just click the magazine builder inside of Builderall. And that's because, okay, yeah, I know I said magazine builder, but we are gonna get to how you can utilize it for an ebook, a magazine, and more so an ebook, because that's what we're talking about um, today. So just to kind of, I do have my notes today, but they're written like a whole bunch of different places. But a kind of the few topics that we're gonna go over as far as creating the um ebook is gonna be like the outline. So like if you have an idea, like you can say, okay, I want to teach someone how to cook, or I want to teach somebody how to braid, or I want to teach somebody how to do what you need for the perfect lineup, or what components you need for a perfect oil change. Because I did try to do my oil change by myself, and I should have like looked for somebody who was telling me how to do it before I did it, and I probably wouldn't have ended up in the mess that I was in. That car was just really smoky. Okay, so there are things like that. Like that's what I'm saying. You don't have to be an expert. Like one of my most watched videos, because I have a couple of different YouTube channels, but my most watched video is how to copy and paste a link on Facebook. You would be surprised what people would like to know. And it's a good idea to be the person who presents that knowledge, you know? So, like I was saying, we're going to go from idea to outline. We're going to talk about the illustration creations because you just don't want a book that has just plain words. You want to have pictures in it that pop. And that's just like really simple and really easy. Then we're going to put it together. And then we're going to talk about how you can monetize it. And there's different ways you can directly, make your own website and charge, for the book. You can Google cross comparisons. I mean, you really just know how to be able to teach something in 5 to 10 steps. If you can teach something in 5 to 15, I'd say. But like I've seen 10 step books like PDFs go for $24.99. And I mean, there's like a different price range as far as Amazon Kindle. A lot of people like to stay in the $9.99 range, but that's what I'm saying. Just being able to teach something in 5 to 15 steps, you can be charging $9.99, $24.99, and depending on how much knowledge that you're actually packaging up, you can charge that whenever you want. And then when you're talking about being able to put it on marketplace platforms like Amazon or Nookbook with Barnes and Nobles, you're able to expand your reach, and it doesn't necessarily have to be you. So me personally, I like to utilize all options. So I like to have it on my own site where I'm charging and driving traffic. I like to be able to put things on marketplace sites, and then there I'm hitting it from all angles, if that makes sense. So we're gonna start with the outline. This is my favorite friend is Google Docs, and we're gonna have to open this one, and then we're gonna go back. I got my docs already kind of lined up. Cause you guys, I don't know if you guys were on last week, but last week we really talked about building a funnel with depth. So this ebook is actually the first part of a bigger, I guess you can say, digital asset that we're building. So each Thursday we're going to be building different components of this funnel, and the first part is the lead magnet. Like we're using this for a lead magnet. Can you charge for it? Yes, but we're going to talk about how to charge for it, but that's not necessarily what it's going to go in this funnel. That's what I'm trying to say. I wish I could just get a blank one. Oh, it's not even letting me have a blank one up. So maybe I need to open this one and then go back. Um, we'll start here. And then I'll open up a blank one. If everything wants to quit spiraling. I'm just waiting for my computer to load, guys. It takes some time sometimes. Okay, so the main point of the story that I'm trying to get to is this is going to be our basically blank canvas for the book. We're going to start here with the words with Google Docs. I mostly have the outline, and then we're going to have to pop in some fillers. And that's like the best part is fillers, because like if you go to a place where you can like get like white label content, like content that you can use and repurpose, then you can literally like look at it. Like I'm gonna actually get into it whenever everything wants to stop spiraling. But you can look at it, open two windows, and then just talk it in your own words on this other screen, and it'll type out totally different because we don't explain things the same. We don't talk the same. And I love talk to speech or voice to text. That thing is like, I love it. So we're gonna use that today on Google Docs because yeah, that's my best friend. Now we do have to definitely use the grammar check on it because depending on the way that you talk, it can misinterpret some words. So you definitely want to go over it, make sure it says what it's supposed to say, but it's still a lot faster than typing. Okay. So basically this is the outline for the book. But the a couple of these parts aren't going to be in there because this is just a straight book, and this is not going to be the name. So that's a clue right there that it's not going to have the same name. And so basically, I'm turning a few concepts, a few already done pieces of content, and we're going to make that into an ebook that we can sell or do whatever we want to do with. Right, right. That's the name of the game. So this is actually uh yeah, investment. I'm just creating a title. The beginners. That is not how we spell that. There we go. The beginner. All right. And then gateway to your first investments to your investment. All right. That's the title. I just need to keep that there because we're gonna need that when we gotta make the book cover. So boom. That's the book. And then we have the outline. So I'm gonna keep most of it to here. So this is basically gonna be 5-step book. And I'm gonna space that out a little bit. Okay. So this is going to be the 5 parts that the book is going to have, and then it's going to be a little bonus there. But always, I suggest have like an opening statement or like a beginning part. So I'm going to put opening here. And then like a summary or a close. That's not right, but we'll do it. Oh, it was right. Okay, we're good. So these are going to be I guess the chapters in the book. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I think that's called the preface, huh? Maybe. Anybody know if that's I think that is what it's called. All right. Boom. And I think that'll be the summary or the conclusion, but we'll just leave it to summary because it's good like that. So we actually can just kind of start putting a little bit of it together since we know that part, right? We know that we have our chapters. So I can just click it from here. I'll just click it from here. All right. So And this is also like a little variation of this book. So that's the same thing. Like sometimes you have to say things in a different way, even if you're saying the same thing. Like that's in marketing they call it what split testing your audience. Like sometimes you got to get your verbiage better, and it's okay to refine things. And that's the beauty of it. When you're doing it yourself, you can refine it as many times that you want. You don't have to pay anybody for revision. Okay, so let's just go grab the title from over there. That was like a mouthful, right? I love copy paste. All right, I think it all fit. So we can do this blank and start it like all the way by ourselves, or we can actually do a template. Like, and there's a whole bunch of templates. So I haven't even seen all the templates, so we're actually gonna write this in real time. Like, do you guys think I should use a template, or do you guys think I should do it from scratch? Dang, these templates are pretty fly. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I'm gonna take a vote on that no more. Because I like the templates, getting the creative juices flowing. We can preview some of them too. Let's preview this. Let's just see what it looks like. I like that. I like that. Like I can do a lot of stuff with this, I think. And I like the purple. I don't think I see a lot of purple, but I think I'll keep it probably the purple too. Is that the end? Okay, I think that's the end of the book. I actually like that one. Let's look at like two more and then we can make a break. Let's look at this one. I like looking at templates. Sometimes even if I end up morphing the whole thing, like a template just helps for you to draw like creative inspiration a lot of times. I like this one too. I do, but I think this one's like more fit for a magazine, more not more so, but add one more. I want to see what this one looks like. So like I've built like I said before ebooks before, and like it wasn't this simple, and they never came out looking right. Like it was just so hard to get them to line up right because most of the time it's I don't know how to explain it, but it's always a sizing issue. I like this one. This one is like pretty awesome. I think we can do some things with this one. This one has like a light mix of stuff. Yeah, I like this one. This one's going down. This is the one we're gonna pick. Okay, so we're gonna use this one as our template. And since we already know what's the chapters, we can just put this in here so that we can see what we're doing here. And these don't have to be long. Like I have a lady on my team. She has a few books out, and they're not very long at all. And she's selling them like boom, boom, boom. Did that confirm? Oh, there we go. So we can click edit. And then we're gonna have the first page, but of course we're gonna do that but not the first part. This part I want to be able to do first. Where'd it go? So it doesn't have a. Oh, this one doesn't have a what you call it? A what content page. I'm trying to debate. Should we leave it out or should we add it in? Let's add it in. So pretty sure that's how we add a page. All right. I think it's in the right order. No, I'm gonna have to rearrange that order. So I'm gonna have to click the pages and go find that blank page so we can put it to the top so that can be our table of contents. I think a table of contents is always a good idea to have just so you can kind of like get a peek into what you're about to be reading or looking at. And then like from a marketing standpoint, you can do little shots of that to kind of drive interest. I'm gonna get it up here. Oh yeah, so that's also how you can see it too. When you click pages, how I clicked it, this is how you can rearrange the order of the pages and you can see how many pages that you're working on. Because you might not actually end up needing all of the pages sometimes. That's happened to me before. Or like now I had to add a blank page. I guess I could have deleted one of those pages, but I don't know exactly how long this is gonna like how much pages the content's gonna fill up. So I think the blank one is a good idea. Okay. We're almost there. Couple of more spots. Boom. So I know that's gonna be the second page. So that would be first page. Yes. Flip open. Table of contents. Ha. There we go. So we can add text here. Pop it in here. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. But like if we look over here, we can put URLs in here. That's pretty neat. And we can change the colors, the boldness, the alignment. So we're just gonna keep it like this for right now. So I just use it like pretty and then tailoring that for the end. Let's get this whole thing covered as well. That'll probably be about right. All right, so then we know what we're doing. So the first part would have to be our preface, which would be our opening statement. And then our next page would be passive income online. So we're gonna start with those two. So, like I said, we're gonna be drawing off of some Google Docs that I already have done because like I already did this, but I don't have the opening statement done. So that's where you get to see my favorite part over here on the tools. And we're just gonna talk it out and get it and use it. And that's gonna be the opening statement that we're gonna use. So I'm gonna go to the tools and I'm gonna hit voice type in and it's gonna type it for me. So we're talking about investment tips and tips for beginners. Okay. First, let us say, hold on, let me pause that because I talk in group words. It just I don't know. So that's the thing. So let me say that. First, let us say the number one most important rule in investing is never invest more than you are willing to lose. Period. Investing is like planting seeds. They do take some tending, but it's a great idea to start. Whether you are a beginner and need to know how to get started, or you're advanced and you just want to know some extra tips and strategies, this is going to be the book for you. Period. Did that? Oh, it's still typing. So we just did that. We just knocked it out. It would have took me a lot longer to type. Y'all see how I was struggling typing. Let's go over here to our tools again. You can get the spelling and grammar, and then we gotta read it and fix it all the way. That's gonna be like a whole nother fix it. Okay. And so then I pretty much can fill in the other parts except for the summary. So we'll probably have to do the summary again. And like a lot of these facts, like I said, I looked them up and put it together. Um, and then boom. Okay. Oh, so see, so I don't even have a lot written there for passive income. So I am gonna have to talk it out some more. Okay, so what is passive income? Okay, let's record it again. Passive income is ideal to have because if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you'll have to work until you die. Passive income means doing something once or checking in on it here and there, yet the profits still roll in. Period. And like I said, this doesn't have to be, oh, I'm still recording it again. So it doesn't have to be long, but that was a little short. And then again, how we seen up there, I'm going to have to fix some of the typos because that's not the right kind of profit. So, boom. And it doesn't have to be extra wordy. Like most people skim read, so you want to be able to hit the key points. Oh, and I got to take this off. So we're making a simple book and it's still going to get the point across. All right, understanding Wall Street is our next part. Boom. Stocks 101. I need to look at this because something I see. This is why you got to read it before you do it. Uh, hmm. All right, there we go. Something about this is backwards. But it might like when I'm doing my YouTube SEO, that's a whole different ball game. So that's most likely what happened in there. Okay. Or it's a blog. A part of that is in a blog article. So and where'd it go? I just seen the last part I wanted. There we go. All right. and I'm gonna keep this part. I'm just gonna keep it simple and to the point. Because this book actually has a reason, which I showed you guys a little tip about it as far as the hyperlinking part. All right. Then of course I'm gonna have to read over this, but I won't put y'all through that, suffer you through it. We're just literally structure it, put this book together, and get down to the rest of it, and I will handle my grammar battles later. All right, traditional. And that's also like why I keep everything on a Google Doc because I reuse stuff a lot or repurpose it or use bits and pieces out of stuff because I've kind of find out I talk about a lot of the same stuff. I just say it in a different way. And I've seen a good piece up here. There we go. Boom. All right. And I actually need to put this in. I got to talk in it a little bit because I remember that part. So, all right. ROI is your rate of return or return on investment. I'm getting tired, guys. Okay. There we go. Let me stop and redo that. Oh, I almost took off the last piece. Okay. There we go. All right. ROI is your return on investment. And when it comes to investing, you want to be able to minimize your risk and maximize your profit. And one of the best ways to be able to do that is leverage. And a way that you can maximize your ROI with fractional stocks is to be able to compound free stock shares that you receive for helping others get started investing. Now, there are a few familiar platforms, but we have actually put together 10 that can help you get your foot in the door, grow your portfolio, minimize your risk, and give you room to scale for free or pennies on the dollar. Boom. So that's there. 'Cause I know I need that part, and it's not in that other part. So yeah, I like to make systems around anything that I promote needs a whole entire system with it. It can't be just, hey, download this app, get a free investment. No, it has to be packaged. And when you bundle things that are similar together, you actually get a better outcome. Like I like to niche things together that go together and bundle them so that you're not feeling like you're just getting one thing. And that's the beauty of being able to create digital assets because you can just do that whenever you want for whatever you want. But today we're doing that for a book. Okay, where was I? I think I do have the summary on here. Okay. No, I don't. Okay. So I'm just gonna we'll come back to the sparks. I'm gonna put something in here that is gonna be a bonus. So I'm gonna need to add that into a link and then we'll fix it later. Bonus. Bonus. All right, boom. So we have our book basically. Okay. And we taught it in how many steps? How many steps is this? Let's go back over here to the I took it out. Okay, so let's look. We have the preface 1, 2. So that we won't count the preface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we did this one in 5 steps, and then we have the opening and the closing. One second, guys. All right, that's the video working from home, right? So, um, where were we at? Oh yeah, so we got the outline. Boom, we have the outline, and next we're gonna go to the illustrations, assembly, and then monetization. So one thing that I like to do when I'm Googling pictures, because that's really just all I do is just Google PNG pictures, and I make a folder for what I'm doing. So we did like, let's recap. We already did the the outline. My idea is make an investment book so that I can show people how to get free and low cost investments. I'm going to teach them that in 5 steps. So that's what we did. We got 5 steps. Remember, 5 to 15 steps. And we outlined it. And now we got to get some pictures so that it pops just a little bit. Okay, a lot of it. And like I was saying, the way that I do that is I kind of see what Google says like represents those things. And then I kind of draw a deeper picture, and we'll see what I'm talking about. So I just literally, oh, let it stop scrolling. All right. So I'll look. I'm like, okay, what does everybody else's pictures look like? So mine's don't look like this. Or I want to use pieces of it, but not necessarily the whole picture. So when I want to do that, definitely go to PNG. Because that means whatever I'm going to see is going to have a clear background. And so when I'm actually looking for a PNG picture, we might have to do passive income because these aren't looking like good options. But yeah, let's try that. Let me scroll down, and then I'll try to say what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll just put in passive income. Sometimes you got to be real broad with the pictures. Okay, so I like using this picture, so I already know this picture is a PNG because I like these little, I don't even know what you call them, but I like these little characters. I use them in a few different of my stuff. So let's open that. We're going to right click it to open it in a new tab. Let's look at, I need to have a better example. Okay, this one. This one is a guess. And this one is a guess. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about, what I'm looking for so that I can do it. But I got to have a few examples up. All right, we'll just click this one. Okay. So that's because that first chapter said passive income. That's why we're looking for this picture. So see that? Did you see how it changed? All these little speckles popped up. That means it's a real PNG picture. I mean, that means that the background is really invisible. If you see a picture on the Google and it looks like this, that is not a PNG picture. It's literally when you download it and use it, it's gonna have those speckles in the background. This one will not have those speckles. And then you just like, click it and save image as, but I already have this picture, so I'm not gonna double save it. See, this one is a real PNG. So I actually don't have this picture, so I'm gonna save it. And you can change the names of them. I do, especially if I'm using them in a blog. Like if I'm looking for some pictures that I need in a blog article, definitely don't save it as what it's already saved as. Um, See this one? This one's not a PNG. That's a solid color, solid white around it. So we're not even gonna use that. And this one is not got the speckles either. So this one isn't a PNG. And I don't want to use that because you have it like literally it just looks like a box. It doesn't blend in well. And so like PNG pictures are my thing. Okay, so we know we have passive income picture. Um I could have just literally just Googled from the top, huh? All right, passive income. I'll say Wall Street. Oh, I forgot to put PNG. And images. I like that little picture. Hopefully that one works. Mm, might have to make that picture for real time. Slim pickings. Let's still just go on and check and see if this one is right. And it's not. And yeah, when I run into those situations, I'll just take one that has a white background and then make sure I use a white background or black background and then turn the whole background black and white because some pictures I really like. All right, because I want that picture. All right, we got Wall Street stocks. 101. I might even be able to do stocks, just stocks PNG, but let's see if it has 101. Then I could do it twice. I like that picture too. That's not a PNG, but I like it. Mm, yeah. All right. Let's take that part off and just look at stock. Like this is literally how I do everything. Like everything I literally build from scratch, but I can build as much as I want whenever I want. Like there's no limits when you know how to do it yourself. That's the beauty of it, and that's why I like to do it myself. That's a pretty cool picture. I like this one too. Like that's freedom. Like any idea I come up with, I can make to come alive. Like that's I like that. Okay, we're gonna save this one. And I do this so much, it already knows what folder it's supposed to go in. I don't want to do that one because it doesn't have a background. But when you're saving from Google, um, make sure you have a folder that you're just sending your stuff to, so it's just not everywhere. Because especially like how some of this stuff is downloading in weird names, you're not gonna be able to find it. You're not gonna remember what it downloaded as. And that one is not a PNG either. So, oh well. Um, We're almost there. Got a couple of more pictures to look up. Let's go to PNG. That just looks like app. Well, that's kind of like, well, that kind of gives an example of it. It's not always the best pictures, but you don't have to make them all from scratch. Cause like, I don't know that aspect of graphic design where you gotta like literally draw lines and stuff. Oh no, I think that's good enough. Like pretty much even when I'm anything I do, I just start Googling pictures of the topics and then it puts together like a whole story. Even when I'm making oh that one is a PNG, that's nice. Um when I'm making just like advertisements or memes or whatever, I kind of like just Google the words that I'm trying to say and then the pictures make one good collage that tell a complete story. So up until this part, does anybody have any questions so far with the outline and then now the graphics?
Nope, you're making this look kind of easy over here.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, we already have. Okay, let's do autopilot because we have that other one. Clear this bar out the way. Yep. See, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that Google be knowing me. And I figured out I Googled so much, my results changed. Like this part right here, the people also asked, it wasn't changing before, but it changes now. All right, let's go to PhD. I want like a rocket ship or something. Let me see. I'm gonna do automation. See if that works. Like I could imagine where I'd be if I had to draw all this. Like there was a time where people had to draw all this hand by hand. Ooh, no. And then you had to what, wait for permission to get like a publisher and all that stuff. You don't gotta do all that when you're making an ebook. Or even when you just do it yourself. Cause like what we're gonna get into when we get into the monetization end, um, there's different like traffic sources that are also marketplaces and they'll actually print like kind of like print on demand like how you do for clothes. They'll do a print on demand of your book. And so it doesn't require you to have inventory of your book because they print copies as people order them for you. So that's pretty tight.
I need that plug.
Lulu. And then Amazon does too. Amazon Kindle. There's an option to have it print like to where they'll print a hard version per order. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to now that I know how to make cute books. I'm gonna have to redo that ugly book that I was, 25 for the set. All
And
right,
what
I
was the
think
first
that's
one what was the first one you said? Lulu?
Lulu.
Lolo?
LULU.
Copy.
Yeah, I've actually I bought a book from somebody who had they had their book on Lulu. And then of course me, I look at the website on everything. I was like, oh, this is so nice. Because I have her PDF and I have the physical book. It's nice to have it both ways. Right. Oh yeah, right. I don't need the rest of these parts. See, that's cool, cool. And then we remembered the name, right? I'm pretty sure I have all of these except for I need a gateway picture. Now, for just time purposes, I'm not gonna edit the words, but we're gonna put them in there to give us a picture of how we would do this. But still, like we've barely been here like an hour, like barely now. So we're doing good. And then we'll jump into the goodies. Oh, I need a real gateway. See, that's how high tech it is. I say gateway, and this is how Google does us. That's the times we're in. I don't see no gate. It's a new world. It's a digital world. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to think of that. Maybe I'll do like a staircase. Maybe I'll separate these because I really want a real gate. They're just not doing this, right? Maybe we'll do a network gateway then. If that looks like. Nah, I'm going to a fence. I'm gonna say fence way. Maybe that'll help. Fence. Open fence. Ha, there we go. Because that's what I'm looking for. Give me a couple more options. Maybe this one. We can check these really quick. No. Yes. So this is going to be the one that we're using because it's the PNG. All right, we pretty much have like all the stuff that we need to start plugging in the graphics. So back over here. We know that's going to be the preface. I mean, the table of contents. We're going to fix this cover here in a second. But let's plug in the actual stuff. So, number one. That's a bit. Yeah. Oh, I'm just clicking on the wrong stuff. Okay. So we already got a little, what's called? Is this a whole picture? Hold on. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. I clicked. No, that's not a whole picture. Yeah. I got to get this select part down. Something's like big and in my way. Trying to figure out what it is. Oh no, this is a whole picture. Okay. It's a whole picture. Is it even maybe it's a group? Nope, it's not. All right, so we're gonna take this part off and re-put this on. Take that off. Make sure this is just leaving the piece, not the whole thing. Boom. Okay. There we go. So let's put a title. Make it bold. I guess I select it all. Then make it bold. Center. I say 21, and then we'll do the rest of the print 18. There's a lot of people now that I know they still have problems with their eyes, so bigger font I'm finding is good. See, that's better. And we had a passive income picture, right? Right. So let's put an image on here. And we'll probably have like the words wrapped around it for real. We're gonna see. Select the image. Oh, it's gotta, I'm like, you gotta think. I'm like, no, I know I got pictures in here. But I think that exact picture is in here. That's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go get it out of here because it's in this part. See, that's why I should have named it. If I would have named it passive income, I'd be finding it right now. I like this picture, but it's off subject, so I don't want to do that. Okay, I just need the pictures to pop up, and we're gonna find the passive income picture. I be making pictures, yes I do, all day. It's like one of my favorite things to do, my art. Oh, where is this picture? Did I name it as passive income? You would think I would have something named passive income. Let me go over back real quick. That's gonna take us all day. I got another photo. I'm pretty sure I can find the word passive income. This is probably the photo it's in now that I'm seeing it. There's my other little guy. All right. Let me keep hope alive for like 10 seconds. Okay, it's not. It's not top fast. It's not. I ain't got nothing. I don't have nothing named passive income in it. But I know the picture I'm looking for. Go back. I should have just downloaded it. Okay, we might have to just pop in a picture for now. Because I should have just tagged it, named it. I'm gonna just still do this one for now. Okay. All right, we got our picture. Click our picture. All right, so we got the picture there. Big, but not big. Ooh, I like that. It's just like instantly sizing. Ooh. It does slim and fat. That's nice. I like that. Okay. We'll slim it out a little bit. This is how the words are probably gonna end up too. All right. Text again. Oh, we can do shade, frame. Hold on, let me see that. Oh. Now that's nice. So just now figured out that we can put a HTML code in here. Gonna have to play with that a little later. And take that off of here. But these are like those lines and stuff. So like if I wanted to put this here, and put the words here, so like they were kind of like by themselves a little bit. Let's see. I think I can make this go backwards too. I think I saw that. Let's see. I did see it. I don't know where I seen it at. But that little line that we were looking for, that's kind of how we do it. Just make it like that. I kind of give it like some art deco-y look. All right, let's go back. Art deco. Move this box so that we can get it all. Come on. I'm gonna click off the box. We can click on the box. There we go. See how dragging the box down has it like moving more? And I can like still have the words going over this because these aren't black right now, but I can make them black. Control A and click this one. And go all the way up here. Now it's black. I can change this color, make it pop a little bit. Blue is all businessy to me. Every time I see like blue and navy blue, it just looks like business to me. And there, you can like Google the psychology like of colors. Like I have a picture literally of like what different colors cause different emotions, and I think about that when I'm making my creative. So that's like another perk to be able to make your own stuff. But I actually like the way that looks, right? Nice. We're gonna do part 2. We know this is the picture, so we just gotta take it off. What's the next picture we need? Wall Street. So we know that's the picture that I gotta keep this the white background. So I'm actually gonna put it at the top. I'm gonna let it get a chance to load so I don't get confused in it. But at least we know we did download the Wall Street picture because I was liking that picture. And it's either gonna be up here with all the weird letters or it's gonna be by the date. Yeah, I should have named that too. Maybe it is named Wall Street, right? Oh, there it goes. I'm like, maybe it is named Wall Street. Sometimes they do me name what they're supposed to be named. Yeah, I'll keep it at the full top. I like that. If we keep switching the picture directions, then it kind of like keeps it going. That's the main title. But as everybody sees, like this is like pretty much it. And as we were looking at the preview, we got to see that it lit. So you get a 2 for 1 because you can have an engaging version and you can have regular books. So you can have basically a live version of your book. All right, let's put another text box. Our next section. Definitely gotta spread that out a bit. Well, I guess I could break some of that up. I would break it up just to kind of like, I think that's what it ends. That's like a whole bunch of groups together. Just make sure none of them work with them. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. I can even make the picture a little smaller, which I think I might, and move this up so it's a little taller. And I mean, another way, if I didn't want to do it this way, I definitely could, like, cause how you see how we're editing it, I could just screenshot the Google Doc and paste them pictures in here. So we're building it today. I could like, I do that, especially when it comes to sometimes making posts, and it's long. I'll just screenshot it and boom, it's good. So, oh yeah, let's preview it. Let's see what we got going on real quick. That's the table of contents. That would be the first part. That looks pretty good, right? Hey, not bad for just coming along.
Looking good, looking good.
Man, I'm like, what can I write about? This I just it's making me
Yeah,
want
so
to
you can just
take a couple.
spend more time doing than asking questions. It all starts to unfold for us.
Yeah. Okay. So we got what stocks 101 next. Stocks 101 next. So, oh no, we did. No, that is right. That's right. Let's take this off again. I think I'll put this one down. Amazing. Oh no, not two pictures. I want to have title maybe coming off to the side this time. I keep doing that, and I'm trying to get the text box. There we go. Text box. There we go. All right. Yeah, 'cause that's a little short title too. That's why I think it's good just off the inside. Okay, get our words again. Oh, this is a lot longer. We might have to rearrange this. Or continue it on to the next page, because we can do that too. Yeah, let's do that, because we haven't done that before. Let's do that. I keep clicking on the wrong dot. Okay. So let's stop it here. And let's size it. Grab the whole part. Oh, it doesn't even get that long when it's that long. I still like it. All right. We got stock picture for this one. It must have been a different photo though. I know I got some different stock pictures. That's for fractional stocks. I need to remember that. Ain't be that far. It'll be like right in here somewhere. Oh, see, that's them colors I was talking about. That they all mean something different. Oh, there we go. Ah. Why next time I shall be labeling as I'm downloading. It can. Oh yeah, because if it does go like that, so I can show you guys that. So if it goes like this, and then we go to the next page, this picture, take this off, so I can show you how. You know, put it right back on this side from down there. And then so. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. Y'all give me like a 2 minute second. I gotta check on my kids. 1 second.
Cool.
All right, my apologies. So you see how the picture is kind of going on this side and then it's going on this side because this is going to be the seam. So if we preview it, it's on the fold. Oh, wait. Okay, so we didn't put it on that's not the spine. We got to put it to where it goes on the spine. So that's going to be a bad example. But what I'm trying to say is when it's in the middle and you have to put the two pictures like that. You have to use the picture twice and then it halves. But Guess we got to go back. So that's not where that picture goes. That's the side. That's the side that would have a fold. So like we can go back and use this picture for an example. Make it actually a little bigger so that it can do the split. And then I'd use it on the next page. So it has to be on this page. Move this down. And switch that picture again. Make it big. And you should have the ALL. All right, now let's preview and see if I got what I'm saying. I'm trying to say. Kinda. But that's what I mean. The picture continue on that side. So I'd have to line that up a little better. It works better with bigger pictures and when the template already has it in there. That's the only 2 times I've done it. But let's get back to where we was at. I'm getting off track. Go back over here. I actually like how that fits like that. With the little shadow. And take that one. Change that picture back. Oh, no. I like that a little better. Maybe this one. And then have that spread all the way across. All right, that's it. I can move it. Well, I'm probably gonna still need this picture so we can change it. Okay. Traditional stocks. Traditional stocks. Oh no, one was a PNG because this changes. See what? Like I'm gonna change this to white. Well, we see where it's at. Watch. Change the whole picture. Control V first. Just give it a whole different effect, right? It looks just totally different. I'm looking for that fractional stock picture. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks nice on there. I like that. MG's for the win. Oh, we forgot. I totally spaced out putting that other part in there. Oh, well, I'll remember that, but I won't put y'all through that. And we only got what, one more part after this, and then we could go do our book cover. Yes. Okay. Well, oh, I'm trying to get it to where I'm good. There we go. I might even be able to just keep that back there because it kind of goes. Nah, because you can't really see it. Make this small. That's not going to work that way. I have to make this picture smaller. Okay, let's do this over. Make that those. So I'll probably make that like red or something. Control A. Red. Oh. All right, so we get the concept here, and all right, I have to definitely resize that, but we're not gonna spend a lot of time on aesthetics because that's not the point. Last part. Delete. Text. Toby. Text. I don't know where I want to put the picture this time. Oh dang, it really did me wrong right there. Curfolio. I just keep misclicking, and it's because I'm like getting kids into the house too at the same time. So I'm multitasking, guys. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, I gotta get back here and start messing with it too. Cause the fact that you literally just was using the voice just to talk some words into the word pad and then bring it over here. Now you literally have an ebook, a lead magnet, or whatever it is that you want to now offer as an info product, which you already talked about how, you know, the infopreneur is the wave of the future.
It is like my best. I make all my blogs like that, and it like the SEO be on point.
And
I take it from there, like how we talked it, and then after I of course correct the grammar and stuff, but then I just pop it in SEO book and it tell me to do what to do.
you know what's even more powerful is to be able to now offer that as a service. You know, you can
Yes.
easily charge $100, $300 to put together people's ebooks if they have the text and stuff. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to do that, and literally
Right.
turn into an ebook or turn into a magazine. And a magazine as well is a great lead magnet because some people are fatigued with putting in their email and waiting to see what's on the other side. You can use the magazine as the free lead magnet, just have it on your landing page. One, you can have your retargeting codes on there, have a way you want to do retargeting. Two, within the magazine, even though there's no opt-in, the magazine can link out to opt-ins. So you can send them the YouTube videos, you can send them the opt-ins, you can send them other parts on your web page. The biggest thing is that they consume the content and they consume the value beforehand, before anything is exchanged on our part. Then only after that, whatever conversations that they're reading in the magazine, because you can have multiple landing page links within the magazine. Three is the high rival ability. What's it called? Like virality of a content piece. That's something on Facebook that'll get a lot of shares. And people tagging people, et cetera, with that type of content.
I mean, I'm just like, my mind is blown because I didn't even see this part. This is an iframe.
Yeah, exactly. So you could have an opt-in into the magazine, and then you just come out with, a couple issues per month with different content. And literally, like you said, how to take ideas from your noggin, to the bank account. So I see it. I'm over here just taking it in. I've seen the magazine builder and I played around with it for a second. I was also looking at one on WordPress. But of course, the more tools that we can utilize within the BA ecosystem, the better we can show other people how to do the same thing, and literally just within one system. So,
and I really like that in the embed feature. Like that's what I was the next part that I was getting to, as far as when you talk about the link. So
this is almost like a web page, almost like the same
yeah,
process.
It's interactive.
You can put buttons and embed YouTube videos and stuff. So it's like a digital magazine. So it has a lot of underrated tools back here, and that's why we cover things like this. And it's definitely going to get bigger, as the consistency and we just keep on going. It's more about not who shows up. It's more about the habit, keeping the habit. Because if you keep the habit, you do it consistently, you look up 6 months from now, the room will be packed, and this method that you're teaching is really an amazing method. Like, you don't even have to try to find a new way. You can do another video again for those who missed it on today. Another one that said, like, the fact that this is a skill set. You get good at this, you get proficient at this. This is a whole income, a full-time income just with one tool.
When I found out that the minimum was $450 that people were charging for an ebook, I was like, hold on, what?
Yeah, and then you can do subscription based where, this is giving us dripping some sauce, but I always like to give out sauce where you can bundle it and charge a customer monthly just to produce issues for them. So, you do X amount of magazines per month as part of their marketing strategy.
I looked that up. It's $1,500 a month that the service is charged. I looked up the average. It was like a few trainings ago. It was just about the different skill sets within Builderall that you could, like, literally, it's just like 10, maybe less than 10 skill sets that is like over 10 grand at any given time.
Right. Yeah.
And that is like, what? I didn't even know that was a business. Like, where people charge you every month to make a magazine for you. I never knew that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you're definitely making it, like, I know people watching and get the idea on how simple it is. Because that's with these type of trainings, of course we can sit here and show you step by step, which we are. But like she said, doing the aesthetics, all that stuff happens. You want to get the framework up. You want to get up as soon as possible, just so you can get the idea on how it functions. Then you could focus on the aesthetics and adding and grammar and fixing everything. Because this is also to help you stop procrastinating. If you're trying to do all these things all at once, you get the bare bones up, and after that, that's your first draft, and you go back and then you revise. You do that a handful of times, and within a day or two, you have a product that's polished and ready to go, and it could be a freebie or it could be a paid situation, and you can charge it as a service. There's tons of people who have books who are trying to publish it digitally, so you can create your own little marketplace thing that you'll help turn their book into a digital ebook or a digital magazine. And that's once again, you could take that how you want to take it. Because one thing I realized too is that it's so powerful, all these tools. I'm not just going to be talking about the passive part. The passive part is cool too, but the active income part, that everybody is different. And some of this stuff is fun to do. Literally turning and creating digital mag is something that if I told you that you were doing that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you probably like, what? How? But with the artificial intelligence and these powerful tools, they're bridging that gap of skill sets and execution, which we really care about the execution. And these tools are helping us literally take ideas from our head and bring them to life in a multitude of different ways. So is it perfect? Absolutely not. But the growth that they have, stuff that they keep introducing, like the calendar app, how I got here, this is the first time I seen Eric went live, but I didn't watch it. I skimmed through it. But I was like, you posted in the chat, like, well, let me see. Let me go through the process. This is once again another tool. If this joint works, like this is powerful that you can literally have people schedule it, send them an email, everything else. Like, okay, so this is like an automated, not automated, but live webinars when you're doing certain things on certain days. And then now you're collecting the email addresses. So like these tools are just keep, getting better and better. And the little ones that he's adding, they end up being big money producing income. But it's all about digital marketing. Has so many different ways, and it's all these tools that you can just build your niche, offer it on Fiverr, except like any multitude of ways and earn. So this is exciting, and I'm already coming up with a lot of things that I know that I want to do on my end utilizing this tool, to just, once again, it's about building. And we were talking about going deep. Deep is just about deepening the relationship, deepening the amount of information that they're getting from you versus other sources. Who can take over the real estate of the visual? You know what I mean? How can I build intimately with you? And then we use all these different modalities, and some have their different statistics. Email might work this one, this, but all like you use them all because they're all, you might catch someone at a different time at a different point within their relationship cycle with you. And that's basically what it is. It's like the more you can deliver this value and the multitude of ways, like creating a magazine like she's doing here, and you can get that out. That's just another way to kind of break up the noise from what they're usually seeing, and get them to consume what you have to say more. That's it. And if you can do that effectively and use these tools to do that effectively, you have audience intention. From there, it's always about making an offer. So.
My bad. The kids came in.
Oh no, that's all good.
But no, I'm excited. Like, I really didn't. I was fiddling with the magazine builder, and then I didn't really understand like how to really utilize it. And
listen, I'm gonna give you some sauce since you gave me some sauce like immediately. Once you get done doing this, because this has turned out to be good, polish it up. This is your thing. Maybe you do another one, etc. Now you just offer these to the marketplace. Post and say, here's my examples. I can help you do the same thing. And right there, that's a utilization of clients. You could do the first one, and then once again, there's multiple ways you can go. You can just keep them and charge them yourself, or you can put them onto Builderall. It's a lot of different ways that you can monetize it. Whether it's two ways you should be thinking. I'm monetizing the tool itself, or I'm monetizing the service that the tool allows me to bring to the marketplace.
Right.
And then you just figure out which category, because once again, there's pros and cons to both categories as well. There's more control of your income and your destiny on the doing it side, but it's active. You know what I mean? You can charge more, et cetera, but the passive income, it's a little bit less that you take, because $67 versus you can charge someone $670 to do a website. But the fact that without little maintenance, they get thrown into a whole ecosystem that takes care of them basically. And all you got to do is kind of just doing exactly what you're doing here. It just doesn't stop. Just that what happens, people do it and they think that it's supposed to happen overnight. And instead of them just being consistent with their trainings, they're looking for the monetary to, you know, and it just doesn't work that way for nobody in the beginning. And I've been a part of a lot of movements, you know what I mean? So just doing these Builder All Thursday, like they're showing the tools that have shown how you're using them, except that this is just education, you know, and then you mix that in with what some of the other team members are doing on the same thing, the Shelleys, the Erics is doing training, et cetera, Makeda, when she does the training. That's how you go deep. That's how you retain. That's how you build customer loyalty. Like you have dads, fans. It's just gonna keep adding up. And then after you have a whole bunch of content, now you can do whatever that you want with that content. You can lock it up. You can put it behind subscription. You can put it this. You can put it that. It's like your own catalog, your own library of content. And the amount of stuff that you cover just by covering too, because you do this every Thursday, you know, 3 months in, 4 months in, you're gonna have content and catalog. Yeah, and then the biggest thing is that you're gonna get better at it, because remember how we was talking about the other night, is treating this business as if it was our 9 to 5, and we had to go put in that 8-hour grind, which is pumping out. The more content that you can pump out around these tools, the higher chance you give yourself getting people to come to your store and see what you got to offer. That's just a simple name of the game. So that's what I was talking about. Is it 100% passive? No, but it's reoccurring. So reoccurring is also powerful. It might not be complete like passive, but the fact that I can put in active work to get this customer to get me a sale, and that sale pays me over and over and over again every single month. I like reoccurring income, because after a while, you could take a step back from reoccurring income, from actually the active work. But guess what? That reoccurring income keeps coming in, keeps coming in, keeps coming in. So that's the goal that we're on right now, is to work this thing for the rest of the year as if it's our business, you know, as if this is a job to call Builder. What do we do with our 9 to 5? We pick a tool a day and we show people what it's about. We have people that show up and they're like, all right, what is this thing? I don't know if have you ever worked retail before?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well,
I've done sales though, like
yeah. Okay, well, I worked at like Best Buy, so they come in, I'm just showing them, this is the computer, this is what it does this, it does this, it does, you know what I mean? And it's literally as simple as that, just getting creative ways to show people how you're using the tool, you know? So it's just fortunate we can cover all these type of ways, because it has all these different types of tools. Like now showing people how to build a magazine, which, like I said, you done a great job at what you said that you was gonna teach us how to do. Now watch, in a couple of days when I got my thing rolling out. So this is an income thing right here. It's always going to be people who want to do it for themselves, but there's going to be people who they don't have the time to. So you just allow them to choose which way that they want, and then that's an easy monetization. And then when they come into your circle and your ecosystem, since you already know that they're small business owners or entrepreneurs or dreamers, and that's what you are as well, you just make sure that you stay in contact. Now you could do it one-on-one, you could do it in a group, you can do it on Zoom, you could do it via email, you could do it on your blog, et cetera, but whatever modality you choose, if you choose several of them or one of them, choose that, and then make sure you're able to consistently get in front of them to educate them on the latest, what's going on, what's happening, because that's basically this world anyway, you know, and then showing them on how they can do the same thing that you did. So now you're creating mini yous on your team, you know, and showing them not only how to use the tools, but how to sell the tools as well, how you showing people the opportunity, because you monetize Builder Raw in a multitude through basically 360. You 360 yourself, you know. And then doing these trainings, you know, I know this training is still recording, but I feel like this is still good value if you even just watching. You know, this is basically how you get started. Whether you wanted to not even sell the tool, you wanted to use. I used the tool basically for 3 years. I'm just now starting to sell it. So you can be extremely successful without letting nobody even know. It's not like it's not an MLM or network or a recruitment based thing. It just gives you a multitude of ways to monetize the skill set, you know, or the ability, whether you're building your own brand, which I do both. I got my own brands that I work on that I get to build and take my time with, and then I sell the tool as well, because I believe in it, gives recurrent income. You know what I mean? It's simple to sell, and I allow that to fund my other stuff that I want to do, because you just got a consistent, you know, recurrent income coming in.
Facts. And it's like, I don't even know how to use all the stuff.
Exactly.
That's the fact. Like the tools that I do use, like I'm like I used to dream of trying to create these things when I first got started. Like I've even tried to make like phone apps on Google Spreadsheets because yes, there's an add-on where you can make it just a rinky-dink app for a
Right.
phone on Google Spreadsheets. But even like I was saying with the ebooks that I've created over the time or the websites, like I've never been able to do nothing to this caliber. And you can literally just turn any idea into an asset. Like it doesn't even have to necessarily be a business, but with Builderall, you can turn any idea into an asset, and that's what
Right.
like crazy.
Yep. And this is
I'm
what
gonna
these
say,
trainings
yeah.
are about. This is definitely what you're helping with. You know, the only thing, like I said, what else is there to do? Is just make sure that you're sitting in front of new people daily, and make sure you're sitting content in front of people who already are familiar with you daily. And like you said, you love systems, so I already know what you're gonna do. I don't care how you do it. You're gonna create a system around that, you know. And then that's what the retention part is just the same education that we're willing to give to people who don't know us, be twice as much to give that education to people who already spend money with you, because these could become repeat customers. And eventually, as an infopreneur, the ultimate goal is to get a subscription based income, multiple ones. So where you're charging your own service and you're putting it behind your own membership, you know, your own paywall, and then you get your most loyal customers to patronize you that way. That's the same way all these other companies is working with, whether it's Patreon, shoot, OnlyFans. Look how much all these people getting rich off OnlyFans. You know, all these women, because and now they didn't understand the power of subscription based income. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every single month, and then it compounding because daily people, it's a global market. So people are coming to whatever it is that you're offering, they're paying that monthly subscription. That allows you to have a life. Then you know your drop off rate, because you are going to experience some drop off, but it might be 5%, 10%. So 90% of everything you know is coming in every single month. After a certain while, with this system, that is the ultimate group for you, us, me, everybody, is to have an army of your own mini affiliates that you train to do the same thing you did to get them there, and then they're going out and doing that, and then you're on the brand partnership with the company, so you're getting it dripped all down your time, all down your recruitment line, you know. But then it requires you, as we talked about, to become. This doesn't come without a price. The price is leadership. The price is groups of people that's looking to you for that information and be able to handle that you are capable, that you are that person. But most of us have complexes about ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just glad I listened to you. Like, I literally pick up on leadership in general, but your leadership really like resonates with me. It kicked my fire in the gear because I was literally on the total opposite spectrum. I'm like, nope, I'm not about to be doing no more trainings. Everything's about to be automated. I'm about to be a ghost around here. But I listen and it feels better to
Mm-hmm.
show, who I am. Like, really, what do I know how to do? Because I do things all the way different. I got my own little niche, but how's anybody gonna know if I don't tell nobody?
And it helps you sleep better at night. It helps you, you know what I mean? Because now you feel like everybody and as parts of us wants to feel like we matter to something bigger than us, or matter to people, or we're expressing ourselves or showing, you know what I mean? So it just helps overall become a better person. And that's, we can't talk about business this without talking about all that, because it's all connected. Like your stumbling blocks with this tool is going to be based on how you truly view if you can be successful in your, or you know what I mean? Or there's going to be people that's telling you if they don't already, well, Dad, I'm not like you, or I'm not good like, you know, they already created. So you're looking at them like, what? I just like, I just started off just how you started off. It don't take nothing special, just a belief that it's possible and that you can do it. And then when it comes to income is bridged with the amount of value you can offer to the marketplace. So right now, having this specialized knowledge in the digital space is one of the most profitable industries that you can have right now. You know, being able to offer these type of services, and not even to the big boxes, but to your fellow entrepreneurs, because everybody now, it's like a boom right now. Everybody, because the barrier to entry is so low. You have a website, Instagram handle, you're in business.
Mhm.
So these tools just help you bridge those gaps in a multitude of ways, and it's growing every single day. Now with the calendar feature, oh my goodness,
Man.
you got the mag, the calendar feature is gonna definitely help a lot of people, especially in the infopreneur business, to get their information out. Because the best way is to do webinar. But like you were saying, just to speak on that, you said fade to black, and I think we've all had that within us and go ghost. But that's available, but only after you've been seen first. You know.
Right.
That's what Jay Z even said. He had to fade to black, but people they see Jay Z now how he moved. But remember Jay Z 20 years ago, he had to be everywhere. He had to spread his
Exactly.
message.
Yeah,
And then after
put in
that,
the work.
right, and then you have to build. He was building a digital. He was building a digital catalog, digital assets that's worth something, and he owned the masters. You know, so all these ideas, and every time you build a magazine, that's an asset. That goes into a portfolio. You never know when that's going to be a value, a service, or a website. So you just keep on building, um, and you use the tools to keep on gaining attention to what you're doing. You know, and then just follow it with the people who actually say, you know, hey, I like what you got going on here. That's the name of the game. Everything else is too complex. Like if someone can't explain something to you and it makes just sense, and they trying to scheme scam somewhere. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or they don't really know it. So at the core, everything is simple, but it is us that's hard. That's the thing that messes us up, not the idea, the concept on how to build stuff or how to make money online. Basically, all this stuff, the fancy words we're trying to do, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to earn an income from home. This is just one of the best ways that we figured out how to do it through the whole spectrum of what everyone else does. No, not that everybody else is doing their thing, whatever product they're selling or standing behind, but this skill set in this industry, you know what I mean, where it doesn't require no recruitment, you could be your own one man show. And that's what we're showing you, how to build digital real estate and digital assets. This magazine is something that's worth something within the marketplace, because why information is currency right now. So if you can, what Napoleon Hill says, organize information, if knowledge isn't power, organized knowledge is power into systems and 1, 2, 3, step by step. So this is why people pay for stuff that's put together like that versus stuff that's on YouTube. It's free, you got to put it together yourself. You got to go click, click, click. But when it's organized into systems, doesn't matter if there's really no new information. That's why everybody's stuff seems the same. Just who's polishing it the best right now.
Right. That part. That
Right.
part.
That's all you're really competing with. But this is why being authentic will always rule out, because you don't want those people. You want the authentic people. And then since we're dealing in residuals with recurring income, after a while, you don't even have to recruit no more. You know, that's the power. This really is. So there's a time where we got to be active, but there's a time where we can switch to passive. Once you hit whatever number you're satisfied with on a monthly, you have your email list, your follow, you have your Facebook groups, you have your Telegram groups. All of them need to be loaded. You know, there isn't no one way. If you want to reach your people, you reach them in whatever ways that they're available to be reached. You know, oh, y'all want to talk on Telegram? Listen, I'm there too, and that's your retention systems. You know, you go live for them on Zoom, and then with a small following, what you think you can live the life that you want to live and feel good about it because you made a brain connection to what produces that income. You know, produces that income, literally me going out here and serving, giving value to the marketplace. So now you don't ever fear money because you understand how money is actually earned at. And the fear of money has all been, we've been miseducated so bad around this. This is why so much fear is there, you know. But that's why with this tool, I'm never worried about money. I know anytime I want to generate something, like which tool I'm gonna hop on, how I'm gonna offer it to the marketplace. I turn people down all the time. That's why, because I have to, you know, it's your time. So I have to work. I want to work on a lot of my own, so I just don't have the time no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And
I've been
me, I
using this.
just like this part. Like, I don't mind like doing the zooms and the showing the over the shoulder part because I like the build. I like the create. Like that's that part. That's like my
Well,
thing.
this is powerful. This is what you do, and you record them like you're doing now, and then you just say, "This is my live and bit." And as you go, I'm trying to tell you, you'll start to find a groove. You start to find your bounce, and then that's your content that you're offering, and you choose how you want to package it. You want to give something for free, you want to do the paywall, you want to do this, like any way you want to mix it, you'll be able to mix it. And then that's to just make that connection in your mind. This is, everyone has when, a farmer needs his work is outside sowing seeds, getting all the machines, like that's his work. In his mind, he knows when it's time to go and get that money, that's what I need to go do. For us, we have to accept this is our money right here. Even though we don't, just like a farmer, when I plant the seed, I don't see the fruit yet. But as I keep toiling, and just like with real estate, we treat this just like real estate. It's not uncommon for you want to wait a year or several years to get your return on investment. But you want, in the same way with this digital, properties. You work on these brands or this content. You do it for not just for weeks, for several years. But afterwards, you have a couple of things that's produced. Whether it's just the total network of the site, you can sell it for $50,000, $60,000. Or it's making you $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month every single month. The first year might have been slow too, but by year 3, it just started. That's what we are building brands. That's just what it takes. But now micro brands with the internet is what's powerful. And that's what everybody's turning to. You don't have to be a huge brand. You can build a relationship with the people that's out here on the networks. You can pull them into your network, and that's how your network is your network. These people are just people in your network. These are going to be some of your future best friends. I'm telling you. These are going to be some people you start talking to them more, but it's just these people love your content. So when you put stuff out, they want to support. You have to give them a way to support, and then you have to give them a way to get that transfer of energy. Because money is just an exchange of energy, but most of us don't have our exchange system set up.
Right.
And we get frustrated, and we think that it's broken, but we don't have the full math and the full equation. And then that's the secret to success. That's what, if you go see these people did, yes, they have all the different systems stuff, but there's a level of work that we underestimate that is going to be required, no matter what way, or even with this automation, it's some sweat equity we got to put in, And then what you do, once you know it, then you bring people on and you teach them the same thing and then that's how you can expand. You can really start to step away. But this is what we're doing, and this is the reason why it's so powerful. It led to my talk the other day. This is why I'm glad you're doing stuff like this. I'm going back on tomorrow. We're going to get back into some nitty gritties. And here over the shoulder stuff and just showing like, all right, listen, we got to militarize with this digital stuff. Like, I need you to know it. Nick, Nat, Patty, where I don't need you to be, in all the, no, you didn't understand, like I said, when the rain comes down, things grow. That's as simple as it is. Like, if I can get back here, offer value. Go ahead.
So when I first came on the BYOB, I used the DMO, like a daily method of operations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing it back out.
Yes, that's what it's gonna take. Treat this thing like that. Do at least, like I said, if you didn't do one live video, do a video that you recorded, and then that's it. And just talking about the different stuff, and then just it's more so getting into the habit, and then making the connection. Because sometimes we feel lost because we don't really know or understand where we're going. So the first thing, like I said, let's just accept that this is what equals. This is the IPA. This is what equals money. Getting out content and getting it to people, whatever way you wanted to get it to them. And then people who do read more, giving them more of what they came for. And then surveying them. Like some brands I'm involved at right now, we're in the surveying mode. Like, we're straight up asking them, what do you guys want? Instead of let us guessing. Boom, what if you knew exactly what your marketplace wanted? Exact train, not the ones you be thinking of in our house thinking as, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill them with this. But the exact stuff that they wanted to know. And then you're in that gap.
That's like my like dream. That's my next thing, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, does somebody even want to learn this? Like, do they want to learn this? I wanted to, but does that mean somebody else does?
Yeah, surveying. So that's why I see what I asked you the other day. Boom, what is something? I got it. So I know, because I might want to talk about X, Y, and Z, but really the marketplace, like I said, what I realized, everybody should want to understand this digital real estate game. So I'm like, all right, well, we're going to start breaking it down A to Z, but this is it. You're showing them the game. It's just a system now, putting this all into a system. And this is what we're showing people. This is with who those of y'all, if y'all watching or when y'all watch, that y'all starting to see. And we're just dialoguing about how powerful these tools are and just trying to paint the picture on things that you can do and things that we have done, when it comes to building this business, and also show you guys that this is the mentality or mindset. So it ain't no cookie cutter. You're not ready for long trainings, and like we right now, I be seeing you on them trainings, 2-hour trainings with Shelly, et cetera. This is how we learn. So this is, I'm sorry, any other that you want to just be posing, doing us the list, this is not the thing for you, but this is going to be the biggest longevity in the next 5 to 10 years, and we're going to be able to come in and not fall victim to AI automations and everything else that's going to be happening with the economy, because we understand this game that's going to be here and for a minute, for a good minute. So digital hustling, digital real estate creating digital assets for yourself and others. This will allow you, yes, it's work, but at least you get to work from where you at. You at an office right now? Do you got to still drive home, or are you in your comfort of your own home right now?
I am in my recliner.
and who are you being? Who set your hours today? Who told you had to do it? You know what I mean? You calling your own shots, and you being you.
Freedom.
Yep. And you being you. So this is it. It doesn't get no. This is the same thing that you're going to be doing when you are at that point. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be down, boom, touching the people, and it's going to feel good. Because yes, you're going to have a level of automation, but the fact that you get to talk, especially in these COVID times, when you get to socialize, when you get to hear feedback, people get to hear your ideas and validate you, and you validate them. That's what keeps me coming. Like, I got to talk to the people. We got to talk to the people. So this is the game. This is the process. This is why I'm on. And people might ask, "Oh, how did you get?" Listen, I was on everybody. Every time people do training, I'll be on their training. I'll be there, listening, participating, trying to learn. I'm learning from the community. I might be a leader, but I'm learning from y'all as well. So those are the signs of true leaders who can easily turn to students. You know what I mean? So
exactly. That's how I like to think about it. I'm the forever student. Like, I'm always trying to find some. Like, what?
Yeah. So I don't know how much more you had to cover with the training, but I'm telling you, for what you said, I'm already. I got the whole picture. The fact that you did, live and recorded, kind of see how easy it was to create content. I'm like, man, like you really did over the shoulder. So it made it like super, like, oh yeah, I definitely could do that. Like, who can't talk something into the mic about stuff that they know,
Exactly.
And then once again, this job is for those who don't mind. Like, I know, I could tell you like research, you like this, and a lot of us like doing that. So why not get paid to organize information and use these tools to, show it in different ways?
Exactly. The last thing I'm gonna close with is this is not all the way done. It's a work in progress. Like I said, there's an old one that was exclusive to only Team DYB, but it's coming out better because these are this is my DMO. This is my IPA, like how I get through the day on different stuff that I do, as far as different stuff that I do when I'm engaging in social media. The types of different posts, where I'm posting, if it's a blog, if it's my YouTube SEO, if it's email, if I'm posting in my group, if it's a webinar, that's at least once a week, bare minimum.
That's good. That's good.
Look, just like that's like a little. This is for email. This is the email flow, and I got 5 different.
This looks like to me. This looks like a bonus.
Yes.
There you go, right there. So you asking me, listen, this is the dope thing about building your business. You can build your business in front of people and share what you're doing and openly at the same time. Because this is literally the grind. You know what I mean? We're just like the fact that you're talking out loud, this and the third. That's the grind. Otherwise we probably have some music on and then it's just doing it. So this is literally what we do to earn. But it's a beautiful way to add value into the marketplace, and it's a beautiful way to extract value at the marketplace. And Daz likes to extract them in biddies.
Yes. So I guess I'm gonna have to probably touch on that next time, as far as my little hidden gem marketplaces. Because with the crypto, there you can to basically use that per content piece. So if it's a PDF, if it's special video, if it's even a special article, you can say, okay, well, I'm just gonna charge for this specific article or this specific video or this specific book right there from your social media profile.
See, jewels. Jewels. That's what it's about. It's about delivering jewels and just delivering them consistently and using the systems to do that, like Builderall, which is one of the ultimate systems.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up till next Thursday. And we'll this'll be done by then. And we'll talk about definitely some marketing techniques and tools because I love all those marketing tools in there. The video tag, the oh man, the course, the webinar. Um, I'm using the email marketing more consistent, but I use a lot of the tools too because I market in so many different places. Um,
Right.
so that's like really like what I want to be getting into a little bit more is like where I market at because it's always a 2 for 1. Like you're posting your stuff and you're gonna get paid at the same time. And there's even protections on certain platforms where you can say, hey, I made that piece of content and it's like immediately copyrighted right there. Like like me, I'm a meme jacker, yes I am. But you can't do that on crypto social media, that you can literally put certain protections to where you can't do that. It's
That's going to be the day that that happens, that we fully go over. The people automatic, if we knew, and not to make this thing extremely long, but since you went there, I got to add to it. It's going to come a point where you're not going to no longer have to even create bundles or product or paywalls. The very fact that you're sharing the content, people know where it originates. Like, let's think about the meme, and think about how someone's seen a meme. If there's not a proper tag, and sometimes you can't even trust the tag, because people take the tags off, etc., etc., etc. So just imagine if you create a popular meme, you put it out on a social network, and it got shared a million times, but each million represented a coin. Whether
exactly.
even if it is an infinitesimal amount, but it's still, this is how it's done in these networks, it's represented as a coin. And then you made $50,000 in coin crypto from that meme. And just for sharing content, or you made a funny Instagram post or a funny whatever it is that you made, the content, you put out an ebook and it got shared and read every time someone looked at it or look, it's calculated when you're talking about we're not even in the digital economy yet. The digital economy will come when everything is digital. There's no more paper, which we're right around there, and we're gonna have the option. It's gonna be up for the people. Once the people decide, that's what we're going to do, which they're already leaning, because we're not trusting these other governments and how they handle their currencies, So once we fully lean over, it's for info people or people who create content, it's going to be a wonderful time. Even the people who just talk about nothing all day. If you talk about a whole bunch of dumb stuff, but you got people that's commenting, because once a comment is a transaction, a share is a transaction, a like is a transaction. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be scary time or a great time. I guess it's how you view it. But this is what we're preparing for. So this is literally just as her even showing you, oh, you want to know how to make Bitcoin? This is how we make Bitcoin. Why? Because you can sell this magazine and get paid in crypto because of the super checkout, or you can sell the software and get paid in Bitcoin because of the iWallet.
I got paid in Bitcoin today.
See? Come on. So now your money, this is a wealth that we're creating. We just have to understand what it is and double down on it so that we can fully take advantage. For the fact that you said that, and then how did you get it? By showing people the stuff that you love how to do every day. That's what you're telling me. And now that money is every single day going up consistently. Now I'm not talking about when it falls. No, since early 2000s, been going up every single day to record highs, and now they're predicting. I don't even want to say the number that they're predicting over the next year and 2 years.
Wow, the things that you don't have to do for free anymore. Like you just like a normal person living your normal internet life, but it's lucrative. Like they share the wealth. well, not they, like the blockchain shares the wealth with the people who use it, and that's what I like.
Yeah. So, it's going to take some major trendsetters to start going over there. But once again, if you start, I've thought about doing this. I thought about only start offering Bitcoin as pays for my services. So some, I might lose some, but for those who really want, they'll do whatever conversion that they have to do to pay me in the currency that I accept. Because how it's going to go up over these next X amount of months, man, you're going to wish that you threw everything that you had into it.
Man, well, look, I'm gonna let you in. I have a crypto and commerce masterclass coming up.
Oh, man, I'll be there front
Because
row.
that's like my first love. Be in the beginning, I had all these problems with payment processors, like for no reason. Like seriously, it was crazy. So for a whole 2 years, every single asset, meaning my boutiques and anything, you couldn't buy from me unless you paid me in crypto, and I would definitely put instructions on what you need to do or where you need to go. But I think it's time that a lot of people understand how to set up a whole business with on the crypto end, because it's so many ways, and it's so there ain't no chargebacks on the blockchain. There's no chargebacks on the blockchain.
Yes, and we get to control your money, control your economic. You get the foundation. There's Bitcoin investments, there's loan, it's just a wave of the future, and it is definitely absolutely the future. So this is what we're basically covering and teaching and showing people. This is why we're so excited. This is why you hear our dialogue. We could talk this long. Some people, it might sound like gibberish. And what in the world are they talking? But once you understand the language and you spend some time in it, and you come to trainings like this, it starts to become, secondhand. And then now you can start to communicate and get, all the pros and cons that come out of the marketplace. Like this is a work day for us right now. And look how excited we are to be here.
We excited to wake up and live your life. If not, you got to make some changes.
Yeah, so let's go. I enjoyed myself. Like I said, you got the idea sparking. You showed me how easy it was to do it. I'm like, this is like using, like the Pixel Perfect builder almost.
Right. I'm like, hold on, wait. Speaking of, I got some more books I gotta put on the list. Like, okay, need to create book list.
Exactly.
Which books do we need to create? Because yeah, speaking, I'm like, oh yeah, I sure know how to do that. And then I have, like I was talking about, some ugly books back there. I have how to make a pet fan page. I have how to make a BitPay button. These are literally Google Docs that are saved and now can be packaged way better and polished.
There
And
you go.
anybody can do that. How many of us have these Google Docs stuck like this, and we got little steps on how to do something? Or even when we're like I'm not hiring, when we're bringing on recruits, and you have that long spiel and your welcome letters and stuff like that. Now that can be here's your getting started guide. It's a book, team book. Get started. Like my head is just going 1,000 miles with this.
And even introducing people, a lot of people could use magazines to double as introductories for people to understand, more about your business and what you offer in like an ebook format, a presentation style format. So instead of giving people brochures, this could be a digital brochure.
Or even a magazine, like I have the Business DIY Club, I have the Winners Tribe. Each niche I call a different name. Like people have different teams. Like, okay, we're Team Us and this is Team Them. You could have a team magazine that's coming out every month. Like so many ways to do this. So cool.
Yeah. So, and then not to even add to it, but you can always use the virtual assistance tool to hire somebody, train them yourself, you know, and then they'll come back in and create it for you because you want the ultimate hands off.
Yes.
So that's realistically, if I can advise, put your money into as well as getting a strong publishing team, because doing it yourself, you can, yes, great, especially just starting out, but after a while to scale, You want to have writers or access to writers, people who put out large amounts of content, and then you just use all your different tools to put them out, whether it's on a landing page or a web page or an info product or a magazine, or But the biggest thing is always, even when designing something, like, dang, what is the content going to be?
Right.
25 designer tips.
Might get like, hey, I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about.
Yep. Listen, I know.
But that is one thing. I'll talk about that. What I do to get to writer's block, one of the tricks that I do is I go ask Google, what is the question? So what is this today? We're talking about ebook. This is how I get my blog articles for real. It's like the first fresh one, because people already want to know. So this is about where they can download it. So I probably have to go to how to make an ebook. I'm just scrolling. This might not even have no. Oh yes, it does. So yeah, see, how do I create my own ebook? How do I create my own ebook and sell it? And how can I write it fast? We just covered all that in this video, but I could break that down into 3 different things.
Yep. Here's your part 1 of your webinar. You can edit how you like, and then you just do a part 2, and then you put that behind opt-in, and boom. And then you make your emails. The biggest thing about emails is to build a relationship. So you should stretch your first couple of emails over 14 days. So that could be 5 articles or so, broken in. Just because, one article could be broken into 2 or 3 emails if you know how to do it right.
Right.
Especially if the article is like, you wrote one article, 3 tips to do this X, Y, and Z. But then you took 3 days and you went over each tip. That's how you basically write your email. But it's basically, email is basically taking content and over a course of a couple of days or a week, deepening that expertise in what I can show you on this industry within the email. And then that's just one sequence. And then once that's done, then you go into your next phase. Okay, the first several emails was over, my best 4 ways to get started with Builderall, and then now you come up with whenever your next sequence is going to be, and then you can send out a broadcast, and so whoever opens up that email, it'll start that sequence that you already wrote out, whether it was 7 days, 14 days, 3 months, 6 months long. But it's just basically consistent building content with them. And then you're just using it via email. You're breaking it up into small, and you're also sending them the links, you're sending them the landing pages, you're sending them the offers. And then that's how you basically build your email list. That's how you just automate it. Or some people are crazy enough to where every single day they just choose to send out a broadcast. So you don't even have to worry about sequences. All you have to do is literally wake up, type some value into the email, push send, and it goes out to everybody. And you just wake up, have 5 days a week, 7 days a week.
Have you tried the send all at one time feature in Mailing Boss? I love that.
Yeah, I have not. I've only done sequences or already written out emails so far.
So like for tonight, of course I have my business DIY club email list, but I also have my winners tribe, and I have other lists like online freebies and resources, just different lists. But I was able to only do it one time because it let me add all those lists in at one time without having to go, now I gotta go and send in and list this list and that list. Nope, I was able to do it boom at one time.
Yeah, and they're about to revamp Mailing Boss. And Mailing Boss is about to be revamped. So
I can't wait till 3.0. Like August is around the corner. I'm like, how much better could it get? Like what?
Yep. And that's the thing I'll be saying. Like I kept saying over the past 3 years, like, dang, if I could get Builder a couple more months. And I keep giving it a couple more, and every few months they deliver something of value and something dope. So
I'm just like a kid in the candy store. Like I just always suggest play around. Like click it, make test sites, make test this, test that. Just label everything test, because to experience, like you do find like little hidden things that you might not have done if you wouldn't just clicking through. And I learn better when I'm just clicking through, and there's so much to click through, but it's definitely an experience. And then if you get hung up, you can just go watch YouTube.
That's what I was just about to say. Watching other people is how I get my best ideas. And even if just watching other people create. So this is why I want to do more over the shoulder, just building live, because it does. It really helps. And people can literally, I'm sorry, there's no other way. This is sweat equity. This is how you get in. You get in and you build your site, and it might take you a whole day or 2 days or several days. But once it's done, it's ready to go.
And then it's just in maintenance mode. That's the great part. That's the passive part. Because passive just requires little maintenance. And that's once it gets there. But I like this because there's always something new to learn with Builderall. So there's always something new to teach because there's always something new to learn. Like I can't even remember the last time it was like a long gap without something new happening.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's all the time. So they just released. We didn't even talk about it. The auction tool.
Oh, that joker right there. Woo! I was like, what?
Yeah. So who knew? Who knew that's something that anybody? Who knew that was something that was even wanted?
Right. I'm like, I'm definitely about to put up a test on the Shopify store to that. Because, yeah, that was amazing.
Yep. So once again, though, I definitely appreciate this training. Like I said, it definitely helped open my eyes. It's something that I've definitely been looking at and wanting to know more about. So the fact that sometimes with the tools, it's just as simple as opening it up. So sometimes even, I've done some trainings where I'm like, listen, this is my first time using it, so we're gonna learn together. But you pick it right on up, and then when you see other people using, oh, okay, it's not that intimidating. And then I see the value of being able to have that. And then, wow, that would be cool to say, yo, check out my ebook, check out my magazine. That's your first, for a lot of us, it will be our first digital real estate. We're always selling someone else's stuff, but we don't never have our own stuff that we can monetize.
Exactly. And that's like when I grew up like in the CPA world, and that was like the thing, like be an offer owner, like that was in the whole JV world. It's like, yeah, once you scale up, then you're the offer owner. But you don't have to get through no gates to do that now. You could be the offer owner now, like your stuff. Like what the guy who owns my Nike, that man don't never wear nobody else's shoes but his.
Right.
Even if he got on a blazer, he's only wearing his stuff. Like it's not often that we got an opportunity to rock our stuff, to push as much energy as we put for these other companies behind our stuff. Because I done busted my back for some companies, so I don't mind doing it for myself.
Well, this is the movement. So this is how we build it. We all support each other. The value is already dope. So now we know it's just about letting people know about it unapologetically. Like how some of these look how hard some of these guys go for the different stuff they're promoting. We see it all on our timeline, whether it's crypto, whether it's TLC, whether it's all these companies. You take that same attitude towards builder on this digital marketing stuff, it'll be that same reaction.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta pimp the digital hustle out.
That part. Spit it. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate you rocking with me because I'm still trying to, get in the habit of it. My talking live, mostly I just record and upload the video. So I'm
Right.
getting used to this, stepping out of my comfort zone because this is it's time. And I mean, it's so much stuff about here. Like, I can't keep it to myself. I can't keep it to myself. I got to tell somebody.
Yeah, well, again, I'm here and I appreciate it because it's helping me at the same time. So, I'll be able to add that to my repertoire of stuff I can show people how to do just from watching this. So I'm grateful.
And we'll be back the same time next Thursday, 9 Eastern.
All righty. We'll be here.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to stop this because I don't know. Stop live.